guys. Today we're going to talk about social media and how to outsource that to maximize your impact online. So, did you know that about 50% of the world's population is on social media? So, that is 4.6 billion eyeballs. That is a lot. So, we understand that social media is important, right? But did you also know that the average business owner spends about 6 hours a week on social media? So that is roughly 43% of small business owners spend at least 6 hours a week on social media marketing. That is a lot. That is a lot of time when you could be having software and a virtual assistant do this for you. So, how do we do this, right? How do we hand it off to somebody else? Well, there's a couple of things. First, you got to come up with your social media marketing strategy. You don't necessarily have to, come up with the content, but you have to at least tell your virtual assistant what direction you want to go in. And then you're going to want to use tools that will, schedule and automate your posts. We use Social Bee, but there's Meet Edgar. You can do it right inside of like Facebook. There's tons of them out there. It doesn't matter which one you're using, just use one. Leverage leverage that. And some people will say, yeah, but it throttles your impact and you don't see as many eyeballs because it went through a piece of software. That's true, right? You're going to see, roughly 3 to 5% less if you use a piece of software. But right now, if you're not doing it at all, that's more eyeballs than you were going to get anyway. But if you're really against a piece of software, okay, fine. Have your virtual assistant just post daily, right? But you definitely have to give them the strategy. You also have to give them your brand board, right? And so, what the heck is a brand board? A brand board is your color schemes. What images do you like? What is your logo? What are the fonts that you use so that you have a consistent brand moving forward? People remember brands. Brands are incredibly important. So, we don't want one graphic over here using, one type of font and one image and green and red, and then over here, we use purple and I don't know, cream, and we're using a completely different font and a completely different tone of graphic. That will confuse your audience. So you have to let your virtual assistant know those parameters and those rules so that they can help build your brand. So having your solid social media strategy, right? Figuring out what do you want to achieve, what is your brand awareness? How are you going to drive traffic with those social media posts, right? Do you want it to go to your website? Do you want it to go to your YouTube channel? What is the action that you want them to take? And make sure that your virtual assistant knows that so that they can add in those calls to action on each one. So you can, create the videos and have your virtual assistant, pull the social media content from that, or you can say, this is what I'm trying to achieve. I need you to go create the content and then provide them feedback and say, hey, we did great with this. We kind of missed the mark with this one. And this one doesn't fit at all. And here's why this one doesn't fit. Here's why this one was close, but wasn't perfect, and this is why you nailed this one out of the park. The more feedback you can give them, the better they're going to become. And so the reason that I'm so passionate about this is that 55% of small business owners, they don't have a team that's helping with them with their brand, with their calls to action, with their social media content. And what's happening is we're spending a whole lot of time kind of chasing our tails on, $6 to $10 an hour work when you could be doing something that's, 50 or $100 an hour work. And so if we can hand this off and you can free up those 6 hours to maybe get that next client or make that other deliverable that's going to make you $1,000, we want to be able to do that. So the next question is, where do we go to find this social media talent? Well, you can hire us. Our virtual assistants are $11 an hour, or you can go directly to where I go to hire, and you'll have to train them yourself, but it's a great, great place to go. And I use online jobs. So you'll actually see the link in the bottom at the very beginning of the notes. you'll find the link for that. And yes, it is affiliate link. So we do get a little bit of a commission from that. But it's absolutely 100% where I go to hire. And it's the exact same price for you. And so hopefully we're delivering a little bit of value, and that will help you out. So if you guys like this video, please go ahead and put it in the comments. If you'd like to reach out to us about hiring one of our virtual assistants, you can send me an email at michelle@awesomeoutsourcing.com, or Tonette, Tonnete at awesomeoutsourcing.com. And she can go ahead and get that set up and scheduled for us. So thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video.